Hiya! Welcome! So I want to show you 3 pickups today, all pre-owned, second-hand, whatever you want to call them. 2 from Discogs, 1 from eBay, that's a mail opening, which we'll do last. All of these are relating to 2 bands who long-time viewers, not even long-time, maybe even short-term viewers, will know I've been collecting a lot, particularly in vinyl form this year. Right then, first to my first Discogs Marketplace pickup of this video, and it's a Clannad album, and this one is the real sort of jigsaw piece of the whole collection, as you'll have seen a couple of dedicated Clannad mini haul videos recently, where I've just been buying mainly studio albums, but I've got a compilation, I've got a live album in concert as well. But there was one particular album that I mentioned in the first Clannad haul video, and I said I was going to bid on an auction on eBay, and I missed out, and I could have got that for like £3 and then not much more in postage. And I said I will end up getting that sooner or later because it's pretty cheap on Discogs. However, I was a little bit rash saying that, because while it is cheap on Discogs, you can buy a copy on LP for, you know, starter price from sort of like £2-3 onwards. However, a lot of those sellers are based in Europe and some in the United States and Canada as well, and that's obviously when postage starts to rise and you get taxes as well. So I was looking for this particular LP from a UK seller, and one did come up on Discogs. It's not come up on eBay again, unfortunately. I was hoping the album that I missed out on, that no one else bid on, might have got relisted, but it hasn't. Now, I got this on Discogs, £5, which is fine, £5. I'll always pay that for an album that I want. And then about £4.40, £4.50 postage, so under £10. However, the condition of this is no doubt the worst condition sleeve for any vinyl record that I've ever got. I'm talking about Clannad's 3rd studio album, Doulaman, which is Gaelic for seaweed. And as you can see, this has seen better days. I'm really happy that I've got this. I've been wanting to listen to this, obviously, since I started really focusing on my Clannad collection. The back of the album seems pretty fine, really. A little bit bumpy, but not exactly awful. And you're probably wondering what the hell is going on here with this kind of sticker and this bit cut out. This is actually an ex-library copy, as in a library where you'd normally go and get out books. Most libraries for the past however many decades have done things like CDs to loan out and stuff as well. Well, back in the day, you would be able to borrow records, and for some reason, because it's easy for their catalogue system or whatever, they cut a slit out here of the front sleeve and this library sticker on that. You can actually see sort of stamps with dates on, but a lot of the info's worn away. I don't know if that's water damage. This is a risk that you take, and to be fair to the Discogs seller, I didn't pay a lot for it. It's still under £10, which is kind of my maximum price that I wanted to pay for this, including postage, no matter where I got it from. And B, they did describe the defects with the sleeve in the description, and they did say photos are available if you message us and request them, which I didn't. I just thought I'll take the risk. They class this sleeve as good condition, which sounds good because it is, that's the word. But in kind of record sleeve and actual vinyl gradings, good is more sort of, you know, average. I wouldn't have classed this as good condition simply for this great big sticker and the slit. I'd have probably classed this as fair condition, which in the vinyl community usually means a bit crap. But it's alright. I'm going to put it in my own protective sleeve. We'll have a little bit of a look at the inner and the disc itself, but there's not a lot to see. This has no doubt been handled by many people from some library somewhere years ago. I do like the fact it's a Gail Lynn record. That was Clannad's original record label over in Ireland. I don't think I've actually had a Gail Lynn pressing until now, so that's pretty nifty, but it didn't really matter. I would have happily got an American or Canadian pressing or whatever. Part of the enjoyment of record collecting for me is the sleeve and just being able to admire good artwork and that. And with this great big library sticker on the front, the bit cut out isn't a massive big deal, but this kind of is. I'm glad I didn't pay any more. It's got to go in the collection, and I'm going to listen to it, obviously, because Doulaman, this is the hole in the collection, really, for Clannad's albums from their inception in the early 70s all the way up to their 1990 album, which I showed you recently, Anam. If I see this again with a much better sleeve, I may upgrade my copy. It'd be great just to be able to buy the sleeve on its own, but I don't think that's particularly likely. So I'll probably end up at some point getting another edition of Doula Man, you know, just maybe sending this out to someone as an AOK. But for the meantime, I'm happy to have it. It doesn't look great, thanks mainly to this, and also a lot of people would be annoyed by the slit cut out as well. But I don't know, it's kind of fun in a way that I've got some library stock here. You know, you think of second-hand books and you sometimes see library stickers and stamps and things in them, and it's quite nostalgic really. It's a little bit like that with this. And this album, it is from the 70s, it's an original pressing, so this album is well over 40, getting on for 50 years old now. So there we are, Doula Man, in what I would say below average, well below average sleeve condition, but hopefully the record plays absolutely fine. I think the seller on Discogs sells a lot of records and they clean them and things like that. And obviously I can clean my own records anyway. I'm happy to have that, but if I do come across a better condition copy, I'll probably swap it out at some point, but I'm not in any rush. We remain with Discogs, but we move away from Clannad and we move away from vinyl temporarily as well, to a band who I've mentioned so often on this channel now. And this is actually a DVD that I'm going to show you. And I did watch this last night as well, so I'll talk a little bit about it in a moment. But this is a DVD that I saw on eBay originally. I was looking for more vinyl albums from this band. The one I was looking for just is silly money on Discogs, and no one's put it up on eBay in some time either. But it did lead me to this DVD. Someone was selling it for about £13, and I thought, yeah, you know what, I'd possibly pay that. I'll have a look on Discogs as well, though, just to see if anyone's doing it cheaper. And there was a Japanese seller, of all things, after conversion from however much yen it was. This DVD, including postage, cost under £10, and that was with a little bit in international tax as well. This is Lieback, the videos. I think this came out around 2004. This didn't take long to come either, all the way from the land of the rising sun. And I watched this last night, and I'm really glad I got it. I was really only collecting Lieback on vinyl, but when this came up on eBay, I realised I don't think I've seen hardly any Lieback promo videos, and that's what this is. This is a collection of all, or I think most, of Lieback's promo videos from their early days in the early to mid-80s up till what would be the What album in the late 90s, I think. What, by the way, is an acronym. It stands for We Are Time, but the lady who does the voiceover for the documentary on here, she pronounced it as What, so I'm going to do that as well. So, yes, there's a selection of promo videos for Lieback's singles and stuff like Opus Dei, their covers of Across the Universe, Sympathy for the Devil, and then they've got some original singles as well. Final Countdown, their cover of the Europe song, In the Army Now, etc, etc. All really unusual but fascinating videos. And then kind of what's almost classed as a bonus item on here, but for me it's as important as the videos, is about a 45-minute documentary, and it's called A Film About What, or A Film About WAT. And about half of it is like a history of Lieback, how they started, and it's got really good footage from kind of 1980s communist Europe and things like that. It's a really sort of nicely put together and very evocative piece. And then the second half of the documentary, which perhaps wasn't quite as interesting, is them really hyping up the What album and just kind of talking about politics and their philosophies and things like that. So yeah, for like £10, I think maybe just over £10 with the taxes actually, and coming from Japan, and I think it only took about a week to arrive as well. I thought that's a really good addition to my Lieback collection. I wasn't intending really to get any Lieback on optical disc. I would like their Liberation Day documentary that came out on Blu-ray. I have seen that once, years ago. BBC 4 showed it, and I've not seen that anywhere. Like, no one seems to be selling that anywhere at the moment, and I would really like that. So, you know, if I could add that to my Lieback optical media collection, then that'd be great. In the meantime, good price for Lieback the videos, plus the really good documentary, A Film About What. Right then, mail opening to do. And those of you with long memories, well, I say long memories, I consider if you're able to recall what I said near the start of the video, then you've got a long memory and a better one than I have. But I said I was just focusing on 2 particular bands, so we're sticking with Lieback for this here. A mail opening for what is technically a box set. Now, normally box sets are bloody heavy. This one not so much. I think there's only 2 discs in it. And this was an eBay purchase. I made a best offer, £40 plus £5 postage. Ooh, nice. Now this is an old box set. In fact, really, this is the oldest box set now that I've got in my collection. And you can just tell how old it is. But this is Lieback's, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce the Slovenian word here, but I do know that translates into English as Recapitulation 1980 to 84. As you can see, you can class it as a box set. It's come in a box that's something this age that you know, probably originated in Europe somewhere as well. I think the condition in this is pretty good, really. It's very sort of stark kind of design as well, which I like. It's that very kind of Cold War 1980s Eastern European feel to this that always appeals to me regarding Lieback stuff. So it's gonna be like a kind of compilation of rarities and early stuff, you know, stuff that probably hadn't come out on LP or vinyl at that point, but Lieback, particularly in their early days, mainly distributed their work on under-the-counter cassettes and things like that. Alright, let's get this open, and there's not a lot to see really. But yeah, this is an original thing. It's been re-released on CD in more recent years. This is the only time it's ever come out on vinyl. There is, I don't know if you saw that, there's another disc in there, but I'll just show you one very quickly. That familiar musty record smell there. Very nice. Expensive, but I feel like I've got a true bargain here. There's a few people selling this on Discogs. The price, I think one seller, it would be about 20, maybe even £30 more than the 40 I paid. And then the other ones, they're just asking triple figures and above, and that's mainly international sellers as well. So then you've got to lump on quite a bit in international postage and customs fees as well. But yeah, Recapitulation 1980 to 84. It's another one that almost passed me by, really. I do keep doing this with Lieback. I think I'm sort of not getting a full collection, because I know there's certain studio albums that are just like really rare and expensive. But some of this other stuff, this sort of like early compilation type stuff here, sometimes I don't realise that I need to be looking for stuff like this as well, just to keep the collection up to date, for want of a better term. I'm absolutely thrilled to get this. £45 all in. Not bad, honestly. It sounds like a lot, but there's 2 records in it. Nice box that is in pretty good condition. Oh, there's some writing on the spine there. I think that's the title of the set again. I just love Lieback's products, like the older stuff, the new stuff. They're just a really collectible band for me, and they just tick so many boxes as to kind of stuff I'm into, not just with music, but with kind of like world history and things like that. It all intermingles. But there we are, that was 3 pickups there, 2 records, well 3 records really, but 2 in a box set from Lieback on eBay, and 1 from Clannad on Discogs. And of course we've got the Lieback DVD that I watched last night, and I thoroughly enjoyed it as well. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this look at these items, and I want to say special thanks as always to my wonderful subscribers and amazing generous patrons. Please see my Patreon link, my Facebook group link, and a link for contents insurance from Urban Jungle, all down in the description text box. I'm going to go now. As I say, I've watched Lieback the videos and the What documentary that was on there as well, so it's a choice of whether to listen to Recapitulation 80 to 84 first by Lieback, or Clannad's library edition of their 3rd album, Dulaman. And I do apologise to any of my Irish brethren there if I'm pronouncing that like a complete tool. And I do hope that all of you will join me again next time for my next DVD and record collecting video. Cheers everyone. See ya!